The biggest mistake people make is treating December like a 31-day Christmas buffet. The truth is, Christmas is literally just one day. So it's not the actual Christmas that derails people, it's the mindless eating that people do throughout the whole month of December. By the way, I'm Alex Cullen, I'm a personal trainer and I'm also on a fat loss journey myself. I'm 40% down at the moment, which is going pretty well, but we need to speed things up. So these are my Christmas holiday survival tips. So key things to remember: Christmas is not a whole month, it's just a day. In the UK we have Christmas and Boxing Days. These are the 2 days where you're going to be higher on calories. The key is, after Boxing Day, get back on the plan. So I don't know about you, but the run up to Christmas I'm fine, I'm pretty good, but it's the week after Christmas, before New Year's, you know, that week where you don't really know what day it is, what date it is. You just know that there's loads of chocolate about, loads of stuff, more food than you can handle. There's probably a family gathering. That week is the dangerous week, so be aware. If you're serious about this weight loss game, especially trying to get results in December, you need to get back on the plan after Boxing Day. Alright, December is not like normal months. There's usually more social events than normal. So plan around these social events, do not wing it. So these social events and Christmas, they go hand in hand, but you don't have to let it derail your progress if you have a plan. The key is the planning part. Most of you will know about these events ahead of time. For instance, Christmas party was planned probably a year ago, so you know the date, you know which friends you're going to visit, what family you're going to visit, what days. So use your calendar wisely. A good thing to do is on these days where you know your calories are going to be higher because you're either going out drinking or you're partying or just socializing, what you can do is have a lighter day food wise than you would do normally, because you know later in the day it's going to be heavy calories. This way you're offsetting the damage, if that makes sense. You don't have to eat normally and then eat like a pig because that's where you're going to come out of your calorie deficit, and this is what we don't want. Another way of doing this is, if you know Saturday is the night where you're going out, we'll say having a nice time out, loads of drinks, loads of calories, probably a kebab after, who knows, the calories are just going to be sky high. So what you do, or what you should be doing in that situation, is Monday to Friday, make your daily calorie allowance 200 less than it normally is, and by the time you get to Saturday you've banked a higher amount of calories, and that day you can go up in calories, but it doesn't take you out of your calorie deficit for the week, which is perfect. So that means you keep getting results, but you still have the good time on the night out on the Saturday. Most calorie heavy days will be happening at parties, going around someone's house, generally not in your own house. So make that a rule. In your house, you're sticking to the plan. Another thing you can do if you're going out and you know, for instance, there's going to be a buffet, or there's going to be loads of food and loads of calories and loads of drinking. So the calories are going to be super high for that day or that evening. The meal before you go out should be a high protein one. This keeps you fuller for longer. It means that you arrive at the party or the function not ready to destroy the buffet. It means that you're going to make smarter choices, and you'll probably have 1 serving of food instead of 7. That's me talking from experience. Leave those Pringles alone. So when you are at a function, for instance, one that has a buffet, you should prioritize the food you love and disregard the foods you don't. If you're a people pleaser, you may find yourself having foods and piling on your plate foods that you don't even like. Do not do this. Think about yourself, be selfish in this situation. Just put on your plate the food you actually love and disregard the rest. Another thing, in these social situations, you may find yourself in a place where social anxiety is going to go through the roof. And what we tend to do in these situations is we need something in our hands. So we'll either play with our phone, but more often than not, when alcohol's involved, we go get another drink. We go and eat something. We look like we're being busy because we can't stand the fact that no one's talking to us, or our friend's gone to the toilet, or something like that. In this situation, you just got to be mindful of what you're doing. Say that you're not you're not gonna graze because you're bored or your social anxiety's gone through the roof. You just gotta say this is part of life. The anxiety is normal. I'm just a human. I'm trying my best, and just relax. And another thing about when you're going out, try and stay hydrated. So hangovers make you feel terrible after a big one, and it's usually because of dehydration. So a simple way to counter this is every other drink, have a glass of water or a bottle of water. So have your alcohol drink, try and make it as low calorie as possible, and then the next drink you have a glass of water. This has multiple benefits, but it will stop you from going super high on calories, because if you have, say, 10 drinks that night, only 5 will be calorific. Another thing as well, if you are on this fat loss journey and you are serious about it, you don't have to go out and drink. You can stick to 0-calorie drinks, Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, stuff like that, if you want. Again, if you're used to going out and having a mad one, this is easier said than done, but give it a go. Sometimes it's not as bad as possible. It's a quick cheat sheet for trying to survive the holiday, and maybe instead of just damage and limitation, maybe we can even lose a few pounds, which is unheard of. So number one is staying active. December, especially in the UK, is normally quite a nice month to go out walking, getting in nature. So get your steps in, maybe have quick workouts, especially the days you know you've got an event or a gathering, an event that you know is going to be higher calories. Number two, follow the 80-20 principle. Focus on eating well 80% of the time, and then the other 20 can be the fun stuff. So if you know you're going out, that's your 20% food. 80% nutritious, 20% delicious. Number three, portion control. Use smaller plates or don't pile them up if you're at a function. Limit yourself to one serving and possibly skip dessert depending how many calories are in that dessert. So mindful eating, especially in that week I mentioned earlier between Christmas and New Year. You'll find yourself in front of the TV a lot and you'll be bored and you'll want a snack. So be careful of that situation. Number five, set boundaries. So it's okay to decline dessert or say no to a second serving. You're not offending anyone. Especially if they know your goals, they'll be fine with it. A simple, I'm stuffed but thank you will go a long way here. So we've gone through some things that will help you out this Christmas period. Remember, Christmas is about having fun with the family, enjoying yourself, celebrating. So make sure you are doing that. You don't have to just cut everything out of your life completely when you're on a weight loss journey. So you don't have to sabotage your goals. With a little planning and a strong mindset, you can enjoy the season and still stay on track. So I know Christmas is a busy time of year. So if you want to know exactly how and what to do to lose weight in a speed run, watch this video, and Merry Christmas.